In an ideal world, if we had immortality, would you have Margaret Thatcher as Prime Minister forever?
Yes.
Forever and ever and ever and ever?
Definitely.
She literally would go on and on and on and on and on.
Wouldn't that be marvellous?
Well, it's odd. Until I was about 14, I was a labourite. I mean, I grew up in Liverpool, and my parents are both, like, my dad's a postman, my mum works in an office. It was sort of a gradual sort of move. Young people tend to be more idealistic, and at least in this country, the Conservative Party tends to emphasise pragmatism a lot more than, say, the Labour Party and the Lib Dems do generally.
Do you both want to become Conservative MPs?
I do, but I just it's not a career I would particularly want to.
Yeah, I mean, you always tend to find at these sort of events that the most interesting people to listen to, at least, are very rarely the politicians.
Why aren't the Tories doing better with the youth?
Well, I'm just in a master's at UCL, which you'd think would be very left-wing because it's kind of Marxists running around, that kind of stuff. But the studies proved that most of the undergraduate body were actually kind of right-leaning. They just don't bang on about it.
So I think it's quietly conservative.
Yeah, people just want to get on playing Call of Duty or whatever.
Call of Duty. I mean, is that what it is, Call of Duty? Do you think?
Probably, yeah. I think sometimes our delivery can be a bit boring.
You got this. There's nothing boring about you.
Did you have the honour of being called Tory scum?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Kevin Maguire.
I turned round and they went. So they were a bit surprised. But what's the champagne socialist then? I prefer prosecco myself.
Prosecco.
What makes me a champagne socialist?
Well, and you go and talk about how like wealth and stuff, I mean, like it needs to be and really distributed. But you were in the top 1%.
I'm afraid I'm not. Guido Fawkes has some interesting calculations about book royalties, which, if you knew anything about publishing, is about as far from reality as possible. But what I do believe, so when I got a prize, I got Journalist of the Year at the Political Book Awards. Michael Ashcroft funded it. So I gave half the money to a Labour candidate in Peterborough and half the money to disabled people in the guts. So I do believe in that. But I do think, do you not think it's true that if you are on the left, if you're too poor, you get accused of envy, too rich of hypocrisy, too young of being naive, too old of being a dinosaur? How do I win with you? How am I supposed to win? Whatever I am, you'll find some way of avoiding the argument and making it
the Tory party. Anyway.
That's the solution.
Yeah, that's the solution. Yeah.
Do you hate the left then?
No. That's the difference. What do you mean by the left? Do you mean the views of the people?
See, the left,
do you hate the views?
Right or evil?
No, but
I don't think you're evil. I'm here. I'm amongst you. I'm literally penned in by conservatives.
People that are chucking eggs today.
Yeah, well, I got called. Look, I once.
Sorry about them shouting at women slightly raped.
Well, that's disgusting, obviously. But I once had Class Wall, the anarchist organisation, camping outside. I had to go through the back because I thought I was a right-wing sellout. So, you know, I can feel that. Look, just very quickly, why all Tories?
It's just what I believe in. It's I'm in line. Of course, I'm not in line with everything that my party does, but this is certainly the closest representation I have to what I believe in.
Is Tory governance fun? Like, do you all have a little laugh?
It's not politics, is it? No.
Is it basically pretty debauched? Come on. Basically sex and bees.
No, it's lots of lovely people having a good time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Sex, bees and policy.
I take inspiration from Margaret Thatcher in the ladies not for turning. I'm not for turning from these socialist nutters, and I don't plan to turn away.
That's a very good idea. This will Labour policy now. We'll get you cleaned up inside.
I'll go to the Radisson office if you've got something there.